The area is crowded with ghosts of young girls wearing the same gown, so Chia Hao uses the hair tie to find the daughter they're looking for. Then, he opens the umbrella to release the old man's ghost, thus he finally reunites with his loved one. More surprisingly, Yahui's ghost is there as well, and her gown matches the others. Later, when the normal police come over and start digging, they find the bodies of all the ghosts, Yahui included. The matching gowns clearly indicate they all were killed by the same person and Chia Hao wants to find them, but Mr. Chang once again reminds him he mustn't get involved. To prove his point, he shares the story of a 9th precinct officer that tried to get involved and got his wife killed in a car accident as a result, which made him lose his relationship with his daughter. Back in the hospital, Yushu is in a hidden room where she's treating Counselor Lin by putting Heigo's body in a pool. She also orders her assistant to find another one, or she'll be using him next. Meanwhile, Chia Hao gets a call from Zhu Xin, who saw the news about Yahui's body and has been reading her diary. It turns out Yahui had been pregnant and Counselor Lin was the father. She had an appointment with Yushu for an examination, but that's when Yahui disappeared. Zhu Xin did some digging and discovered all the victims had been to the Sun General Hospital, which explains the matching gowns. Zhu Xin and Chia Hao decide to pay Yushu a visit, but Yushu pretends to be innocent and not to understand what they're talking about when mentioning the victims' gowns. When it comes to Yahui, Yushu does admit she did examine her as a favor to Counselor Lin, but that's it. Zhu Xin is sure Yushu knows something, but there's nothing they can do without a warrant, so they decide to leave. On their way out, Zhu Xin sees there are security cameras around and gets an idea. She bribes the guard to let them access the camera footage and finds many interesting things that she copies on a pen drive. Counselor Lin is showing no scars from the accident, Yahui came to the hospital and never left, and Heigu came shortly after her. Yushu is doing some research of her own as well. Her assistant confirms that Zhu Xin's date of birth fit the treatment's criteria perfectly. Considering her a worthy sacrifice, Yushu summons an evil spirit that is sent to catch Zhu Xin. Back to Chia Hao, he accepts Zhu Xin's invitation to come to her place to share a drink.